What do you want me to do?
We began. It's too late to turn now. We began.
The playthrough truly starts though with the menu screen.
Yeah, it does. Agreed.
This isn't the menu screen.
I'm not sure. Do you wanna?
Do I want to what?
I don't want to. Let's not.
What?
Reset.
I don't care.
It began.
I'll edit it in post.
Edit in post.
I'll fix it in post.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't want to do. But I will do anyway.
Fine.
You just want to watch this intro again, don't you?
Yes. You remember how I used to make you watch it all the time? That was good.
Yeah, what you used to do is you used to sit there, play this game, and put it on the intro screen, and then walk off.
I know, exactly.
And leave it on the intro looping for about an hour before I'd eventually get bored and turn it off.
And then it came back.
And then you came back, turned it back on again, and bugger off again.
It was so funny. Anyways, Digimon World Part 1. That's what's up. No.
Wait, we're Mr. Plinky now, are we? Digimon World. We will turn into Mr. Plinky by the end of this playthrough, you realise that?
And here we go. The menu screen. Do you want me to push start?
That would be really helpful, yeah. So we can start this train wreck of a game.
It's great.
Let's be honest, you only think this game is great because you played it a lot as a kid.
Yeah, it's purely nostalgia.
It is a purely nostalgic game.
Purely nostalgia. I mean, if I'm honest, I have reasons to like Pikmin, and I have reasons to like the other one that I played.
What, Luigi's Mansion?
Pokemon Leaf Green. Yeah, that's it. And those were my first 3 games, and this one was my second game, and this is purely nostalgia.
Yeah, I only like it because of nostalgia as well. Because if anyone was to say this game's bad, I wouldn't fight them on it.
Neither would I.
But on the same token, if someone said it was good, I wouldn't fight them either because it's got both good and bad points. Some more than others.
I like I don't like RPGs, and RPG was my first game.
Wait, is this an RPG? Does it count?
I'm not sure.
It's got battle lines. It's got an RPG like Bank.
I'm not really sure. Anyways, are we going to
comment below if you think this is an RPG?
Are we going to? Are you going to read these?
No, because I expect anyone watching this video to be able to read.
Yeah, but I couldn't when I was like halfway through playing this game.
Yeah, well, get good.
Ugh. If I wanted to know.
No. Just be careful to leave a little bit of time for people to actually be able to read it. Don't just skip through all the dialogue.
Yeah.
Really? We're going straight there?
Ah!
That's fine, it's fine. Dishfa. Dishfa will begin his adventure in the digital world.
No.
It's gotta be good for a first name. It's gotta be your first Digimon is important, so it's gotta be something legendary that all the other Digimon have got to live up to. So, you got anything in mind?
No. Go back. So clunky.
What a great game!
It's the controller. Look at this.
Oh, really?
It is.
But what do you mean? There's nothing wrong with the PlayStation 1 controller.
There we go.
Oh god.
There you go. We begin our adventure. Skip.
With what is quite possibly one of the creepiest cutscenes in any game.
I'm gonna say it is pretty bad. It is pretty bad.
He looks really high.
Well,
just
yeah.
because of the time.
I did notice something though. Doesn't it look like his eyes change colour?
It does. Yeah, frequently.
Like it was brown before, I swear. Now it's green. Now it's brown again. Look, see, this is bullcrap. What kind of backpack is that anyway?
A cool one.
Is this high school or primary
With a ton of
school?
slots.
I have a question. Is this primary school or high school? I'm not.
I'd assume primary.
And this is definitely America because they spelled it mom.
Well, it's definitely Japan, because only in Japan do kids come home and like no one's there and they live in apartments.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, anyway.
It's not English. I don't like this Koromon though. This always creeped me out as a kid. That's probably why I had nightmares of Digimon.
Which is the one that gave you super nightmares? The one you hate because of his teeth?
It was
The pre-evolution to Patamon.
it was
What's
that.
it called?
It was that Rabbitmon, wasn't it?
It's not called Rabbitmon though.
It
It's
is
called,
Rabbitman.
It's not Rabbitmon. It's called
Rabbitman.
something else.
It was that I didn't like the red jelly, and I didn't like the rabbit. That was it. Poyomon or something. So we're going for the 100% all town. Is that what we're going for, or are we going for the first defeat of Machine Tremon?
I don't even know if we'll get that far. We're going as far as we possibly can before we give out.
Yeah, well, I probably won't give out, so have fun with that one. This one was always good.
It literally took me over half of my life to get 100% town because I dropped the game and then came back to it.
It took me about 4 years. But we were able to do it quickly because, yeah.
There he is at the top. There he is, look. Your favourite Digimon. Poyomon, that's his name.
Yeah, the Teethmon.
So I noticed you got Gabumon.
No, why?
And was that intentional or was that a mistake?
That was a mistake. I remember there being a night and day question.
Yeah, well, I think it's because you said you don't have a Digivice, the questions varied. That makes it interesting though. Yeah, you dumb kid.
See, that's what
That's
I'm
so
scared.
creepy. It's not a dream!
And I don't like that red jelly over there. So
Well, what's he done?
He's also got an annoying... You know when he's evolving? Digivolving. He's got an annoying sound. Trust me, if we ever get one... Should have looked at Tannimon. It's technically alright.
Yeah, technically that's the one behind him. Is he Scenic? See, yeah, that's why you got Gabumon, because you called him Scenic.
Yeah, well, that's a perfect
It was
name.
appropriate.
I hate this part of the game because it's very boring to read this. I never liked it.
It's classical RPG of being incredibly slow from the start. Unlike most games though, it doesn't really teach you a lot, does it? It just sort of throws you in.
Yeah.
It says, have fun. Have
You
fun
do.
dying.
You do if you are me. Speaking skills.
It's a bit messed up how Digimon's got like a foot on his staff, on his stick.
By the way, I've
You
noticed
steal that
those.
from the Digimon?
Yeah, but I think that's like his hand or something. By the way, I think we
even
noticed.
weirder.
Yeah. By the way, I think we've the annoying thing is gone.
Yeah. No glitches.
Yeah. See, I hate that. By the way, if you pause the game while they're doing a happy dance, they'll do that happy dance again. So I always like to do that with Phoenixmon because Phoenixmon's got the best happy dance in the game.
So what little story there is in this game is that you need to single-handedly, on your own,
Get every Digimon back to
find
Park
every
City.
single Digimon who left the town and bring them back.
And then go and defeat... Oh, wait, spoilers.
It's kind of ridiculous, really, especially after you see the series. Because, you know, all the series are all about friendship and stuff. And yet, in this game, it's just that kid, on his own, with Scenic.
Yeah.
And he's not even really got much choice in the matter, he just gets dragged into it. And it's like,
So,
oh, yeah.
a trick I remember is you can go up to this guy and he gives you stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Again, with the game just sort of saying, have fun. We're not going to tell you that this character can give you loads of useful stuff. You can, quite realistically, like I did as a child, just walk out of the city and get your ass handed to you on a silver platter.
Unless you're like me.
Oh, come on, TJ, be honest. There's
It's
no
about-
way you were that good at your first go.
What? Ah, yeah, okay. Look, okay, when I came back to the game, I was much better. You know that.
Yeah, but when I first watched you play it, your favourite Digimon was Numemon.
And Suckermon.
And Suckermon.
And she tells you some interesting stuff.
Some interesting stuff that the viewer now can't read.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Yeah, she just tells you some crappy boring. So we're going to go and train and get a Digimon, or whoops. Are we going to train and get a Digimon, or are we going to?
I don't know. First, we should kind of explain what the heck's going on, because even I'm lost again. So yeah, just do some training while we do that.
Okay.
So, yeah, you completely skipped over it there, but they grow meat on a farm. That's something that never really crops up again. It's just something you have to accept. Wow, that would have been amazing if you got that on the first try.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm aiming for.
But isn't it, like, impossible to, like... Isn't it random, no matter what you do? There's one thing I do like about this game, is that to get your Digimon to be more powerful, you don't just have it battle, like in Pokemon. You have to literally just get him to do exercise.
So I'm now...
And you have to feed him.
I have to feed him.
Which, you know what, like, it's stupid. It's a stupid system to, like, feed your Digimon and take it to the toilet and stuff. But, to be frank, it's what this game came from, isn't it? It came from a Tamagotchi type of thing.
So, trivia, which one came first? This game or the Digivices? Or, no, the show. Which one came first?
If you were to ask me when I bought this game, I would say the show, because this game lies in this country. Because it's got a picture of the 8 Digimon from the series on it.
Yeah.
Whereas, obviously, the original Japanese version, which was released before the show was released,
it hasn't got,
it's got Metal Greymon on the front. And that's it.
And American.
I started watching the series when this game came out, so you can imagine how confused I was when I got this game. And then Gabumon was digivolving into who knows what.
It's because it's not based on the show, it's actually based on the...
On the Tamagotchi.
Yeah. And this also closes up another thing. Stop. Stop. Thank you.
He wants to train. So if anyone hasn't played this game before, you spend like, what, 80% of the game just in this gym, training people, training your Digimon, and feeding them, and training them.
The game.
And you have to do it, don't you?
Yeah.
Because if you go out there and you battle, you do get some like stats boosters, but it's nowhere near enough. Okay, I think that's enough training for now. Let's actually go and do something.
Okay, let's go and do our first battle.
Do it.
Let's go. So I always like to test out my skills.
Yeah. Yes, you've proven you can outrun him. We all know this is possible.
No!
Hey, this face. I like how ellipses means I want to eat your head. And he's like, yeah, that's fine, okay, let's fight. So the music in this game, battle-wise, is freaking awesome. There's no denying it.
So, at first, it sucks. I mean, if you look at it, what have you got? You've got your call and run. And in this fight, you can't even run. So you've got one attack.
It makes sense in me yelling your call, but obviously back in the one I played as a kid, it was called auto.
Me
made
too,
no
right?
sense.
I know, right?
Auto!
Do you remember...
What's your command,
do you remember
sir?
WoW?
Auto!
Do you remember WoW spelled badly? God damn it, Gabumon, stop fighting fair. So let's throw an item.
Have her recovered.
Die!
That's the best, is when you get them cornered and they just start walking around getting stuck on the sceneries, though. Not bad. It's just like
One
these
item.
animes.
One MP, look.
I kicked his ass. I should invite him back to my city. Here's a key question: where do all these Digimon like live beforehand? There's no, you never find like in a house abandoned.
By the way, Gabumon is found really late in the game.
Yeah, weird that, isn't it?
You don't even see him at first.
It's nice someone installed those giant platforms telling you where things are in case you get lost.
Yeah. So, are we gonna spoil any Digimon, or we're just gonna?
No, we'll just take it as we go along. Again, I'm a little bit like dry on what to say really because I've played this game a lot. So
okay, let me say
as a
something.
child, but I'm a bit rusty, obviously.
Let's explain. Yeah, let's
He's
explain
tired, bro.
how tiredness works. First, you run as fast as you can.
To be frank, in this game you play as a dictator. You make him do exercises all day, and then you send him to bed. Then you wake up, and then you do exercises again all day, and then you send him to bed. I mean, look at him, he's knackered.
So, in a minute, we'll explain how the bank works.
It looks like a bank in an RPG. You know, I didn't know about that guy allowing you to rest back in the day. So I always just sort of thought when your Digimon was tired, you were screwed.
Yeah, well, I always knew about it because I talked to everybody when it started because I didn't know. That's why I found out the Tokumon trick.
So there's the bank. It's no longer trashed because Argumon is now running it.
That makes sense.
Do you have anything you want to put in there?
No. I say we'll be a hoarder right now.
See, I never really... I've not played this game in quite a few years, like properly. Especially not from the start. I picked up where I left off and finished it, but beginning the game again is always something that I've just hated the thought of doing. Because, I mean, look, you've already ran out of meat.
Yeah,
The
well,
early game
that's
is
why
awful.
that's why I'm going. You're not allowed to sleep. Yeah, well, shut up.
Mushroom. I like I couldn't fit Digimushroom, so just call it a Digimushroom. No. So are you actually going to get someone else to the city? Or what's the plan right now? There was a mushroom in the top right, by the way.
I'm gonna sleep here in case he wakes up and wants to go to the toilet. In which I think that's actually quite a big bonus. So save and go, right?
Yep. I noticed that every Digimon can like talk except yours. What happened to his speaking skill?
He decided to go. You'd rather do that than just speak like a normal person, I guess. That's Kunamon's bed. Do we want to beat up Kunamon right now?
I think I know who you're going for. Slightly more important.
Yeah.
Wow, what an amazing conversation.
Yeah. The best thing to do is,
Get your ass handed to you.
yeah. This is probably one of the more difficult fights.
But you have to try and tackle it early on, otherwise you're screwed. Because you upgrade your meat farm, and without that you just don't get enough meat to sustain yourself. Like how your call involves running forward, missing horribly, and then standing there. Oh, what? Lock that shit.
Can dodge.
Cornering.
Sweet.
Get lagged.
No! Please say you're not
At least
poisoned.
you're not poisoned.
Thank God. That's the worst.
I don't think so. I think being paralysed is just far more of a pain in the ass.
I don't remember that. All I remember is poison.
It's a pain. Oh god, he's poisoned. I don't think Phoenix is going to be able to do it.
You better.
But you don't have enough items. Blue blaster.
Steed. Whatever. I forgot how to do it. I'm honest. Get better. Get good.
That wasn't particularly necessary. Go on. No, you let right grab him on. What are you doing?
Come on.
One more.
What are you doing?
Dying dramatically.
It's like in the show, isn't it? Just gotta sit here and nail clip.
Pa.
It's usually a floppy.
Yeah. Brain
Chips.
chip. Yeah, you get good chips early on in the game.
I'm not gonna feed him to this guy though. I'm gonna get them all up.
Boy, we will find her useful.
Yeah, we definitely will. Let's go and get them.
So what do you do with the chips? Do you like to save them for late game, or like, do you
I
want to
used to
keep,
just
or
use them
do you want to use them as a
I
go?
just used to use them immediately. Favorite Digimon in this game. Well, apart from
Yeah, I do like how your Digimon actually is physically there and can block the enemies from initiating a battle. It's really nice to use that to your advantage sometimes.
Especially when you're in the middle of a cutscene when you like do this, they don't attack you. Which is cool. Never seen that area. So I think we're gonna. So let's go and train.
Again.
Let's go and get some meat actually.
I was going to say, that's the most important thing. Is now you've upgraded power one and you haven't got your meat today already, you can
Get meat.
immediately get some giant meat, which will bloody well help you. So what champion are we gaming for, if any?
Monochrome.
That's a good one. It's a good starting champion.
Defense and brains, right? That doesn't happen.
I like how because Power One's the new one, Tanamon instead of helping out just decides to sit in a box.
Yeah.
Like she worked for one day and then she went into retirement.
Well, you know, it's a hard life.
What, being a plant?
Yeah.
Who is that guy at the top left?
I don't know.
Banging the clock. We've watched like 3 series of Digimon and it's still not been explained as to who that guy is.
Some go.
I'll never do it. Never gonna happen.
I always like to do it immediately for some reason. It takes 10 training sessions to get them up to like another 100, which is insane.
What's truly insane is that if you leave it for longer, because you're just skipping the animations or whatever, but you can just sit there and leave it and it'll take a lot longer, but with no actual extra benefit.
Just fake.
It wasn't enough.
Greedy git.
That's also the other problem with getting a big champion like Monochromon or Greymon or whatever is you're screwed because they eat everything. Give it all you got. So why are we training brains right now?
Cause that's what Monochrome wants.
I see.
That's weird combination, isn't it? You didn't think Monochrome had brains and defense.
Well, to be fair, the only Monochromon you do come across is who runs a
It's
shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fair enough.
It's the most difficult one to unlock, probably.
Definitely. That drove me nuts.
Happy enough yet? Yeah. Good. You always want the bottom. Let's explain what the bottom bars do. Happiness.
No, let's not. Let's just leave it as a mystery.
Why not?
Because I didn't know what they do as a kid, so no one else is allowed to know.
I knew it was
if you had the guide.
Yeah, well,
That's the other thing about this game. It's a guilty pleasure because it's got a lot of really nice little things going for it, but
actually, I learned from
without a guide, it's a pretty dog shit game. Because you can't get anything done. You can't actually get the
Unless
Digimon you want.
if you can like remember it.
I mean, hell, even that guide, who figured all that stuff out?
People.
People with too much time on their hands. I don't even understand how, because the game doesn't give you a clue. You just want to eat a bandage.
Why not?
Because it tastes like sticky.
Well, we're just gonna have to go and get some food, aren't we?
Yep. Again, this is the problem. And like later in the game, you end up with like entire piles of food.
Oh, that's good. Good timing.
Yeah, just go to sleep on empty stomach.
That's what I do.
I know.
It's healthy.
Because you're evil. It's not a very nice thing to do. Send him to bed without any supper.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I like how it's day 3, year 1. And there's 30 days in a year. Is this the American version of the game?
Yeah. Year, month, day. No, year, day, month. So wait,
no, day, year,
are we
month.
getting defense? We already got 100 defense. I think we need a foul. Wait. What's our brains? 157. Get it up to 200.
So one of the reasons I like this game is that there's nothing else like it, is there? You go on that screen and it shows you everything. From how many lives they've got, their weight, their age.
It's like a fitness program.
Yeah.
Except better.
I mean, imagine if that was the case in Pokemon nowadays. It's like, yeah, I've had this Charizard since Pokemon Ruby. How old is he? He's getting on a bit and he just suddenly dies.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it?
Shinies would be a little bit more valuable, wouldn't they?
Definitely. I like the sirloin when that comes to around. That'd be fun. He moved. Doesn't mean I'm gonna listen.
So, are you gonna go get Bakimon? No, not Betamon. Is it called?
Betamon.
Yeah, he's one of the first shop dudes you can get. Or are you gonna get Kunamon? Because they both do the same thing essentially, don't they? And you can do with the shop.
I'd be fine with a shop. Yeah, I'm considering going to get him, but
But let's do something really boring and learn about maths.